Well, even with all the... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time.
Two touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Carson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. 2nd down and goal. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence. Forced, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Trevor Lawrence hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are on the board first here in Vegas. A long opening. opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff team. They will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Mitchell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Raiders in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Off play action. Mitchell. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 63 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Raiders respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. Here comes Hunter Renfrow, ready for the next drive with the rest of his offensive mates. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. But he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. To throw is Mitchell. To throw on third down. It's brought in by Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as this defense were a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Gets past one man. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year as they have taken the lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Lawrence. And he'll find Moreau here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. We just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 39 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raiders heading out to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Mitchell. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now this throw caught left side. He'll get it inside the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 48 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunky yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Mitchell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Mitchell to throw on second down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down. Mitchell on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on fourth down. And able to work his way down to the 16. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Mitchell now on first and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now Mitchell looking to throw on second down. Touchdown Raiders! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. 6 yards left on second down. Now Lawrence. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Down the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Off the play fake. Mitchell. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Right back to him on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. To throw is Mitchell. Off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. 26 yards. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. Throw right side into the hands of Foster Moreau. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. A handoff running left, Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Lawrence. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here's Mitchell throwing on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Mitchell. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Mitchell to throw on second down. And this is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are right back in this football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the... McDaniels
play is under review.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Lawrence out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone's going to be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the hit...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Burrell. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he wisely will throw that one away. On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 33. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mitchell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Mitchell now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now one final throw incomplete. And time will run out here in the 4th quarter, and we are going to overtime. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even into overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying,
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.